Today I'm going to show you how to make everyone's favorite and highly addictive Korean stew, Budae-Jjigae, also known as army base stew, army troop stew, Korean sausage stew. I'm going to share all my tips and tricks so that you can make your Budae-Jjigae to taste as delicious as the restaurant Budae-Jjigae. You're going to be so impressed with how delicious your Budae-Jjigae comes out at home that your friends and family will literally give you hugs and kisses for it. Make sure to watch to the end because I'm going to tell you a little story as to why this super duper popular stew came to be known as Budae-Jjigae. And guess what? It has nothing to do with the Korean military's menu. 오늘의 레시피, 너무 맛있어서 숟가락을 멈출 수 없는 부대찌개 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. It's finally ready! Like giving myself a 부대찌개 facial, everyone. It's wonderful. Goodness. Oh my. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The ingredient list is also available in the description box below. To make our budae-jjigae, we need a wide, shallow pot and a lid that goes with it. We need half of a medium to large sized onion. This is a must. So I want you to place the onions at the bottom of the pot, break it up. The onions will be a natural sweetener for our stew, and it will also help to take away the smell of canned meat and processed meat. We need 3 scallions. You could also use teppa, which is large green onions. 2 we're gonna put to the side, and this one we're just gonna mince. Pick everything up and scatter the minced onions. And these 2, we're just gonna slice them up diagonally and use it as a garnish at the end. We need half a block of firm tofu. So that's about 8 ounces. Cut it down the middle like so. The other half that we're not gonna use, I will put it in a container with cold water, put a lid on it, and eat it within 2-3 days after you refrigerate it. Now with our other block, we're just gonna cut them into squares. And our tofu, we're just gonna pick one area and lay the tofu down like so. Now for our canned meats and sausages and ham, you can use whatever you like, but I highly recommend using Spam. And I'm using Korean mini sausages, and I'm also gonna use corned beef. I take a fork, go in diagonally like that, and then I just kind of shimmy it, and it comes right out. So we only need half can of Spam, and we're just gonna slice them thin, like so. Then our Spam, we're just gonna lay down across from each other. I mean, you could arrange it however you want, or you could just throw everything in there. So here's 3 ways of cutting your hot dog sausages. We're gonna first do the baby octopus. We're gonna cut it down the middle like so, leaving this end intact, turn it over, and cut this side so it is cut in 4 ways at the bottom, like that, and the other side is intact. Another way to cut it is, you want to use 2 chopsticks as a guide on both sides, and we're just going to slice them thin like that, so that it's kind of like an accordion cut, like this. And then you could also just cut it sideways, long, like that. Then our sliced sausages, I'm gonna put it right here next to the Spam. Then our accordion cut sausages, I'm gonna lay them right here. Then our baby octopus, I'm gonna lay them right here. And our corned beef. I'm gonna use half a can of our corned beef. So we're gonna take the half can of our corned beef, put it in a bowl, and I just want you to break it up with your hands like this. After you break it up, now we're gonna make our paste to add to this. Now you could also use ground beef or ground pork instead. To make our seasoning paste for our budae-jjigae, we have 1 tablespoon of gochujang, that's fermented Korean red pepper paste. And to this, we're gonna add half a tablespoon of DoenJang, fermented soybean paste, And DoenJang is so great at masking the smell of gaminess and funky smell from meats and such. And it's also a great flavor enhancer for our broth. And 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. 1 tablespoon of finely ground Korean red pepper flakes, 고운 고춧가루. Brightens up the color of our broth as well as making it spicy. And 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And 1 tablespoon of Gochujang. That's soy sauce for broth, but if you don't have it, just use all-purpose Korean soy sauce. And we're just gonna mix this all up. You could always make this a couple days in advance or even a month in advance and let it just sit in your fridge and ferment, and it'll taste better. And you could literally use this as a base for so many soups and stews. I mean, it smells really good, and look at this thick paste. You add this to any soups and stews, it's gonna taste so good. And if you love Korean soups and stews, make sure to go to youtube.com/modernpepper and select playlist for Korean stews and soups, and I will see you there. What we're gonna do is take 1 tablespoon of our seasoning paste and add it to this. Then I want you to take a big pinch of garlic powder and add it to our corned beef mash. So mix it all up. And then I want you to just pick it all up and place it right next to our Spam, like that. And here I have about ½ a cup of Korean rice cake, tteokguk, and we're just gonna put it right next to our corned beef like that. And we're gonna add about ½ a cup of baked beans. And this is the other star ingredient. We need 1 cup of fermented kimchi, shingimchi, and a ¼ cup of fermented kimchi juice. Adding kimchi is a must, like I said before. So we're gonna lay it down right here in the center and adding the kimchi juice on top. 여러분, 김치 국물하고 된장을 넣어야지 부대찌개 국물도 시원하고 맛있습니다. We're gonna add the delicious seasoning paste that we made earlier right in the center on top of our kimchi and kimchi juice, like that. And we also need 1 instant ramen, just the noodles only, and a slice of your all-American cheese. So the only thing to add to this is our broth. Instead of water, we're gonna add 5 cups of beef bone marrow broth, 사골육수, and this is so easy to make. All you need are 2 things, beef bone marrows and water, and you could slowly simmer it. I always make a bunch and I freeze it and I use it for dishes like today. You could also use beef broth, 소고기 육수, which again is so easy to make. I have recipes for that, so you could check it out and the videos will be linked below. For those of you who are like, I don't have time for that, the easiest option is buying these beef bone marrow broths at your Korean supermarket, and sometimes Costco even carries them. Or you could order these freeze-dried bone marrow broth tablets and use those instead. You could buy these Korean 곰탕 instant ramen and use the powder packets that come in them. So I would use probably about 3 of those powder packets in here and add 5 cups of water. Another recommendation is buying Shinramen Black. Comes with the beef bone broth packet as well as the spicy seasoning powder packet. So you could mix those 2, about 3-ish serving sizes of those, and add 5 cups of water, and you could do it that way. So that's another shortcut that I'm sharing with you. Now you could put this on your stove and set it to high and bring it to boil that way. Or the fun part of making budae-jjigae is like having a party around it. So every Korean household has one of these portable gas grills. You could use it to grill Korean barbecue and have a party at home. So this is what I'm gonna do so that we could have our budae-jjigae tableside. You lock it and then you turn the heat on. Set your heat to high. Now I want you to wait for it to start boiling. So once it starts boiling like that, then we're gonna place our lid and then we're gonna lower our heat to like medium high, just a little bit. And we're gonna cook this on medium high heat for 5 minutes with the lid on. And the same thing, if you're cooking it on stovetop, just lower to medium high heat and we're gonna come back in 5 minutes. All right, so it's been 5 minutes, so let's take a look. Look at that. That is the sound of happiness. So you want to just take the paste that's in the middle and just kind of mix it in and spread it all around. And then we're going to go in for a taste test of our broth. Make sure we like it the way we like it. Oh, it smells so good. So good. It's so good. It's like thick and hearty, and broth with the sausage taste is amazing, amazing. If you want to make it now extra good, I'm gonna add half a tablespoon of sogogi dashida, a great flavor enhancer. Restaurants, they use this and MSG and then some. So I'm just telling you the truth. And just mix it all up again, like right here in the center. And then you just spread the love all around the pot. The only thing to add now is our ramen noodles, just on the top like that. Kind of squish it down a little bit. So your heat remains at medium high, and we're just gonna let this cook for about a good minute and a half, like so. It's been a minute and a half, and now we're gonna place our cheese on top like so, and then we're gonna place the lid on and let it hang out like this for 1 minute, a medium-high heat. All right, this is done. Whoa. All right, so we're gonna turn the heat off, and right before you eat, I would add my scallions right here on one side. It's finally ready. Like giving myself a budae-jjigae facial, everyone. It's wonderful. You have to start with the broth, in my opinion, when it comes to Korean stews and broth. That's like the first step of enjoying your delicious Korean stew. Goodness. Oh my stress like has kind of left my body. That's how good this is. You know what starts calling? Soju starts calling me. 소주가 땡기네요, 여러분. Nice cold shot of Korean soju, right? Come back, everyone. Cheers. That's really good. Then I would go in for the noodles. Oh, it is moppy. It picked up all the sauce. Look at that. I would eat the noodles first because it gets bloated. So this is what I would eat as my first bite. The ramyeon with spam and kimchi together. Yeah, that would be my first bite right now. Oh boy. Bon appetit, everyone. Delicious. Such a great combination. So all the ramen noodles are gone. My boys just came in here and just took everything, so that's good. Then I would get a little bit of kimchi and broth and put it on my rice bowl. So here's my octopus sausage. Look at that. So cute, huh? Accordion sausage. Tofu here at the end. You know, can't go wrong with spam. Our duck, Korean rice cakes. So our corned beef is kind of non-existent here because it got all blended into our broth, which makes our broth so thick. Here we go. My perfect bite with everything on it. This is a big bite, but I can do it, I promise. Everything together or separately is so good because it's literally drenched in this delicious salty sausage broth with all the spicy seasonings and the kimchi. Oh boy, so delicious. This is such a great way to host a party with your friends and family, and it's a one-pot meal that would literally satisfy everyone. I want to eat this and my kids are standing there waiting. There are many unofficial stories as to how Budae-Jjigae came about. Budae means army base, Jjigae means stew. And one story goes that a very homesick soldier wanted to have a spicy soup that his mom used to make for him. So he went to the army base pantry, took the canned sausages and ham and beans, and took it to a local army base restaurant owner and said, "Can you please make me a spicy stew using these processed meats?" And the owner said sure, and put her own spin on it with seasonings and kimchi, and that's how Budae-Jjigae came about. Now you know. I want to thank everyone for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you and I can make more delicious Korean dishes together. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 감사합니다. 다음 영상에서 뵙겠습니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.